I want to talk a little bit about traditional media as another mobile marketing opportunity. I titled this "Remember Traditional Media" because I think in all of the digital talk now, we've kind of forgotten about all of these forms of traditional media that are still used and consumed every day: TV, print, radio, outdoor. It hasn't gone anywhere. We all still consume it. We still see it. It's not dead. But mobile marketing is definitely a great way to help use traditional media. So first, I talk about the mobile call to action. Traditional media is a great way to get in front of someone, but then mobile is a great call to action. And that's really going to be SMS, text messaging, so you're asking someone to text this or that, a QR code, so you're saying scan this or something, or maybe it's just go to the App Store and download our app, which isn't the greatest call to action. You can actually use text messaging and QR codes to direct someone to an app store, but that is commonly a call to action. And the real advantage here is it's easier. It's just an easy call to action. It's easier than telling them to remember your website, to go online later, to give you a call right now. It's just a lot easier to tell them to take an action with their phone, and that's really the goal. Case study I like to talk about a lot is an aquarium in Chicago. They wanted to test go to our website to enter a contest versus text in to enter a contest. This case study is maybe 2 years old now, so it's even a little bit of time ago. They did 4 different networks. So 3 of the networks directed people to a website, and the Fox network had them text in. And the results of this case study were pretty amazing. Over half of the database was made up of the people who texted in versus the other 3 networks where people were directed to a website. So it's just, I wanted to bring this up to just reinforce that idea that it's easier for your audience to send a text message or scan a QR code than it is to go to your website. So what's the goal? I mean, there's 4 big goals when you're incorporating mobile marketing in traditional media. It's easy, and it's an interesting call to action. I mean, there's a lot of attention on smartphones right now. If you got a new smartphone, you're kind of looking for ways to use it. So an ad that tells you to do something with your smartphone, it's easy and it's interesting. You want to see what happens. Mobile marketing can measure the media. So I had a client who was running radio spots, and they used different text message numbers and different radio spots. And at the end of the campaign, they could see that one station got them a lot more entries or signups than the other 3 stations. So that's something that in the past may have been a little more difficult to do. So it can actually measure the return on that media. You can build a great database for media. So you're running a print ad. Now it's not just brand recognition. You can actually build a mobile marketing database from that using text messaging and QR codes. And lastly, it's cost effective. If you're going to run media, it really doesn't cost a whole lot more to set up a simple mobile marketing campaign around that media. You're going to get easily back the money that you put into it. And of course, you're starting in mobile marketing, which is something that everyone's trying to do right now. So it's a pretty cost-effective way to launch a mobile campaign.
For me, I think the measurement and the building of the database is just huge. That's a big departure from what's been available in the past.
Right. Yeah, it makes traditional media digital, whereas in the past you would see an ad and then you would go to a website later or you would call later and somebody would ask, well, how did you find out about us? And it's never been a very clear process.